Here, the Fearless Millionaire Mom, coming to you this morning because I want to talk to you about goals, dreams, vision. I think back to when this all started for me. Back when I was working for, I don't know if you're familiar with a company by the name of Jeep. At the time it was Jeep. And then they changed over to Chrysler. I got hired there back in I'm trying to think how long ago it was. 1985, I believe. It's 1985. I was working on the factory line. I was, every day, same repetitive thing over and 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 again. And, at that point, I made a decision that is not how I wanted to spend my life. I had some of the worst jobs. I was picking up if you think about a Jeep, the hood. Can you imagine picking up, I don't know, I can't even remember, maybe 20 or 30 of those an hour for 8 hours a day? Can you just imagine that? So back then, I realized, or that was when my dream began for me of, being free. So I want to talk to you today about freedom. I want to talk to you about being free. It's not necessarily about the money. It's about the freedom. And I'm sure some of you are probably going through that same thing. You work at a factory or you work somewhere where you are miserable. I was miserable every day of my life. I remember I would go in there, I'd have my Bible out, and what I do is every time I get a break, so I'll do a job, then I'll go back to my table and I'll read a little portion of a scripture, and I come back, and I did that for 8 hours. And then I'd have to go in my car and constantly pray and ask for strength to be there, because that's how miserable I was where I was at. But I would always say, I'm not going to stay here forever. I am not going to stay here forever. And then I began to put things in motion. I began to speak it every day. I'm not going to be here forever. And I will never forget the day that I went and turned in my resignation. When my mother was dying, when she was on her deathbed, I couldn't go to the hospitals. I couldn't go see her. I refused to live a life like that. So what did I do? I had to make some changes. I had to, change my shopping habits. I had to change the decision, the things that I was buying so that my family would be able to live on one income. But it didn't matter because the desire and the motion the desire was there. And I began to put things in motion. So what did I do then? I started looking for, not only was I saving, but I was looking for a home business to start. I was looking for a way to become financially free. And that's what you do when you want something bad enough. It has been the best thing that has ever happened to me. Am I making the millions of dollars that, I always call myself the fearless millionaire? Not yet, but it's on its way. But I see it, I envision it. And I must tell you, you got to have a goal. You got to have a plan. You got to know how much money you want to make before you even get it. You got to visualize seeing yourself there already. You got to visualize, I saw myself free from my job. I saw myself doing that. Now I'm able to be at home with my children. I'm able to go to places that I desire to go. I have freedom. Freedom is not always, being a millionaire or a billionaire. Freedom is being free in your mind, free in your spirit, free in your heart, free to do the things that you desire to do. If it's no more than being able to take your kids for a walk around the block every day, if it's no more than sitting in the living room laughing with them, that's freedom. And that's what I want for you, my friend. I want you to be free. I want you to be free in every aspect of your life, whether it be in your relationships, and whether it be with your children, whether it be free spiritually, whether it be free financially, whether it be free emotionally. I have been there. I've been depressed. I've had struggles with my marriage. I've not always been able to figure things out with my children. But freedom is what I desire for you. I believe every person in this world should be free. And financial freedom. I've been there. I've struggled with Social Security. Them telling me, you can't spend this much money. You can't make that much money. That is not freedom, my friend. I want you to be free. And how can you do that? It starts, let me back out one more, freedom in your health. That's another thing. But how does that start? It starts with you making a decision. Making a decision that you no longer want to live the way that you're living. If you're like my husband now is lately, they're piling more tasks on his job. He is tired. I mean, a person can do this for so long, 8 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock at night. That is exhausting for a person to do 5 days a week. And you're dealing with people and their issues, one issue after the next, and then you have your employer saying, produce more, produce more, produce more, produce more. That is not freedom, my friend. And right now, my goal, my vision is to see my husband free from the mandate job of job, just over broke. It's killing him. What's it that you need or you want to be free? I want you to be free, my friend. And just as I'm working to help my husband become free, I want to encourage you, if you are a wife of a husband that has this type of job, I want to encourage you to click the link below. Come join me. Let's join forces together so we can free our husbands from the mandate jobs that are killing them, so that we can have some more time with them, so that we can get along with them. Because a lot of times they are under so much stress that it comes out in your relationship. It's just too much. So my friend, come join me. Come join freedom. I've found a solution. I found an answer. And I want to share that answer with you. It has truly taken me to another level of freedom. And I know that it can do the same thing for you. So my friend, click the link below. Connect with me. Let me help you and show you the ropes. Let me show you the 5 years of experience that I've had on the internet, so that I can show you and help you avoid some of the pain and some of the decisions that I've made. I think I may have a PhD in internet marketing. I spent so much money. I have this knowledge, but I want to impart it to you. So go ahead and click the link. Add me on Facebook. You have questions, you have concerns. Let's connect. I really, really, more than anything, just want to help you. Whether it be what I'm doing or whether you're doing something else, I want to help you. Let me help you, my friend. Till the next time, we will talk to you tomorrow.